What's going on, Clash Bashers? Rocky here today, and today we are back on the Town Hall 11 Fix That Rush account, and we're going to be checking out the Witch Slap event. I feel like this event is perfect for a rush base because we get 2 hero potions, and our heroes are really rushed, and that'll help us upgrade our heroes for 1 hour, you know, if we're doing war attacks or something like that. So I feel like this is the perfect army to use to get some hero potions and to help us out, and it's also good to use some witches. We got to use 4 witches 5 times to get 2 builder potions to give our heroes 5 levels for 1 hour. That's 60 minutes. Okay, that's enough of that. But in all seriousness, I think this is a great event to help out our rush base, and that's why we're going to be doing it. Also, guys, before we get into today's video, I spawned a Christmas tree in the middle of the base here. Should I leave it there? Like, I have one on the outside. That one's like in perfect spot. But this one's right here in the middle. Should I leave that there? I kind of want to just leave it there. And I don't know. I feel like we're going to leave it there. I'm going to use my shovel to move that Christmas tree right there next to the other one. But I kind of like having one in the middle of my base. It's, I don't know. It's kind of different and unique and funny. So what we're going to do is, this is the army we're going to use. For some reason, it is the Witch Slap event. But Earthquake spells are also discounted, which I thought was really weird. But we'll use them to, you know, break through some walls. I thought it would be more appropriate to have witches and healers discounted. But that's okay. This is going to be the army we're going to use, and it's relatively cheap. If we look here, it's only 128,000 elixir, 507 dark elixir. If we took out like the poison spell for like a freeze or something, it would be a little bit cheaper. But I like having a poison. Actually, we can see how the freeze looks. I mean, you know, either way, it works out both the same. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to go out and we're going to hit with this army. But before we do, we got 9 million elixir to spend. If we take a look, I don't even want to call this a progress base because it's not really in progress order. Like, this stuff isn't maxed out. It's really just a segregated base where everything's, you know, away from each other. And we have 1 out of our 4 army camps upgraded to Town Hall 11 standards, and it's probably important to get those other ones going up. But I'm really big on getting these balloons up in the laboratory, because look at that huge boost these guys get. They get a ton for like hit points, damage per second, damage when destroyed. And I think I'm just gonna go ahead and bite the bullet on this one and upgrade our balloons, and we can actually use the Book of Fighting right there to finish them off, which is gonna be lovely. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start off the haste spell. I'm not going to use the Book of Spells there because, well, we don't have the loot right now. So a little bit of a sacrifice there, but we also have 4 builders available, so we want to get some of this lower stuff going up, as you can kind of see here. So I'm going to go out, I'm going to find some armies, or find some bases, and we're going to start attacking it with our Witch Slap army. Witch Slap army. I don't feel like it's Witch Slap, guys. It's weird. Be back soon. All right, guys, this base has a ton of loot, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to go in. The Earthquake has a radius of 8, so if we hit right in the middle here, we should hopefully be able to open up these walls on both sides. Perfect, nice. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go a couple giants there. We're going to go like 4 witches, a couple giants there, like 4 witches, a couple giants in the tank, a wrecker, and then witches all around here. King, queen, wardens on ground, perfect. And we're just going to see how this works out for us. We got a nice little opening in there just in case the wrecker doesn't make it. I guess I could have went and opened up a little bit further into the base, but let's go ahead. I think we have bowlers in the clan castle, which is going to help out quite a bit. Let's go ahead and rage here. We'll heal up all that stuff right through that little area. Wall wrecker is going to get through the wall that's already open. Good job, wall wrecker. I'm very proud of you. We got bowlers raged up through the core right there. That's going to be nice. We got our giants going. We got our king over here, about to catch an L. That's nice, king. My warden wasn't in range for him, although I need to warden. We need to just use the warden so we don't lose it. And the poison's going to be extra, so maybe a freeze is going to be a little bit more beneficial on these ones. But all we have to do is win the raid with 4 witches, so it's not the end of the world if we don't triple. But I want to try to get as much loot as possible. Whenever you're farming, you want to try to be as effective as possible with your armies. I mean, you're putting in the time, you're putting in the effort. We're using our 1-gem boost, which, man, I'm so pumped up about the 1-gem boost still going on. But we want to try to be effective and get the most out of our armies, so try to get to 70%, try to get as much loot as possible, and we're going to fall short there. And I don't think we're going to get the 70%, guys. We'll get like 66, that's fun. We'll go ahead and wrap it up right there. And I think what I'm going to do is, that was with the wall wrecker. I'm not always going to be able to get wall wreckers, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try having some wall breakers in there to show you how to get through those external walls. I'm also going to get rid of that extra poison. We're going to switch this poison out for a freeze and see if that works out a little bit better for us. So I'm going to go ahead and request some troops. I'm going to go find or get troops, get our heroes up, and then we're going to go find another base, guys. All right, guys, here we go. We're going to go in on this base right here. Now, this one's a little bit different, I'll say, as far as like what we're doing. Like, we don't really need a quad quake on this one. I mean, we could use it to open up the core, but don't necessarily need it. No, I think I'm going to go in over on this side. Just because there's 2 bomb towers right there. But we're going to go ahead and go a couple of giants, couple witches, couple giants, couple witches. Then we'll have some giants in here to tank. We'll see if we can get through here. Perfect. King, queen. Let's see if we can get more wall breakers through here. Nice. Get through. And then what we'll do, I guess, is just kind of quad quake right through here just to open up all this stuff. We'll rage through here to try to open up this. I'm going to try to heal these bowlers. Oh, no, the bowlers are walking. Just kidding. They don't want to be healed. All right, so we're looking all right, though. This base has actually got decent heroes. I'm going to go ahead and poison that king to slow him down. Since it's a dead base, I'm assuming nothing's going to come out of the clan castle. I'm going to hit our little baby level 20 king's ability. And we are going to rage up again, get through here. And that should work out pretty well for us. We just got to get through some of these defenses. I'm going to save our warden's ability. But I really wanted to go in on this opposite side just because more of the Dark Elixir was there. But all that splash just kind of scared me away. And that's why we made the decision to go in on the side that we did. So I guess that's not a great example with the wall breakers. So the next raid, well, we'll do with wall breakers as well. And just see if we can find a base that's more appropriate. But basically the wall breakers we're going to use to get through the exterior wall, and then the quad quake we'll use to get through, like, you know, the core of the base or whatnot. Let me go ahead and hit the warden's ability there just to save some hit points on those witches, since we're kind of coming towards the end of this raid. Look at those witches doing work through those wizard towers even. Kind of crazy to see. You normally think like splash is going to slow them down or hurt them, but not really. I mean, they do fine. They're getting taken down. But they are also getting through that wizard tower. We'll have our queen come through the back end and be able to finish off this base. I guess the wizard tower did do enough to get through them. It finally goes down there. But if we had more witches over there, the wizard tower wouldn't have stood a chance. And we're going to 3-star this one nice and easily. I shouldn't say nice and easily because we did lose quite a bit of troops and it took us a little bit. But I'll try to do the wall breakers again on the next base and see if we can get a little bit more of an appropriate base, I guess I'll say. Why wouldn't they break through that stone wall? Like, that stone wall would be like 2 shots and it'll be down. Oh, that's rough. All right, guys. So there we go. Our second attack out of 5. Good loot, 600,000, 600,000, and 4K Dark Elixir. So I'll be back really soon. All right, guys. This one, not another great example of what we're trying to do, but still, man, these bases are absolutely disgusting. I think what we'll do is we'll quad quake right through here, and then we'll get right in there, and then just use the wall breakers on the outside. I just took out 2 giants and put in wall breakers just in case you're wondering like where you fit the wall breakers in. You'll always want to get your giants out in front to tank, that's for sure. And then we'll get our giants, witches, bowlers, heroes. Try to get a little bit of a funnel going, that way your stuff goes in. And usually that's what the outside witches are for, to kind of work outside in on this attack. And that's generally how I run a witch slap, or even like a bow witch, where you're just going to work outside in, and that's just going to take care of those outside buildings and make it easier for your troops to work inside to the base. These little ring bases can be a little bit trickier, and you see that a lot more in farming, you know, the ring bases and whatnot, but you don't see these as much like with war stuff. But again, if you're running a traditional witch slap, you're going to have healers, or even you're just going to spam witches. You're not really going to use earthquakes. I don't really understand the earthquake in there. There was an attack a while back where they were using an octoquake, being 8 earthquakes with witches, and it was actually being pretty effective, but I haven't even really seen that one in the recent future. I mean, again, I'm not up to date with like Town Hall 9 stuff. I know witches are huge at Town Hall 9, but you know, just kind of speaking off my experience with witches and stuff and just kind of going from there. But this one's going to be a huge raid. Always, you know, find good raids when you're farming. You're putting the effort in. Get as much loot as you can, guys. Why wouldn't you want to do that? And we absolutely crush this space. Like, that's going to be massacred for the 3-star. And that's going to be our 3rd raid. Let's keep going. I mean, we don't necessarily have to find harder bases. That's a nice thing about farming. You find what you find with loot, and you go from there. So I'll be back soon. All right, guys, let's give this one a go. It might be a little bit of a tougher base, but I'm willing to give it a shot. We're going to go ahead and use our Wrecker. And I think we can get our wrecker through 2 layers of walls. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quad quake right here. And we're going to start some witches up top here. Some witches over here. Let them start working a little bit. I'm going to give them a few seconds to get the funnel going a little bit better than we have on past raids. And then we'll go ahead and start getting everything in. Get our wrecker in. King there, queen there, and Grand Warden. See, we got a little bit better of a funnel this time, which should drive everything up the center of the base. Wrecker goes in. We do have a giant bomb that goes off, but luckily no witches were near that, which is obviously going to help us. I almost think we could benefit from a rage or two, or not a rage, a freeze or two in this army, but hold on, we did have freezes. Wait a second, we have that poison back again. Oh my goodness, that poison's driving me nuts, guys. Let me go ahead and hit our Warden's ability here. We'll get through there. The Eagle Artillery's down. King gets through that single. We have a multi on the back end here. Like I could really use a nice freeze on this raid. No, but that's not the end of the world. We're gonna get through here. We're gonna get to the core of this base. Maybe I should have saved my heal a little bit for that multi, because that multi just ate us up, and we might even fail this raid. Oh no, we're gonna absolutely fail this raid with that multi, but we did do well on loot. But we did fail. That's rough. So we still have 3 to go, guys. Be back soon. All right, guys, let's bounce back after that fail. It's not the end of the world. We're just farming. We're just hanging out. We're just having fun. So, you know, if we fail, whatever. We got to live with it. So let's go ahead and get this one. I also, while my armies have been cooking, because this army does take a little bit longer to cook, I've been working on getting the progress base fixed. So the progress base actually looks like a progress base now. I'm actually pretty proud of that. So that way we can actually know what needs upgraded and what not. So I didn't realize those wizard towers were on the outside. I'm going to go ahead and rage through those wizard towers on the outside. And get bowlers going up the center. And we should be okay. Wizard towers on the outside are always sketchy, especially since we're not running any healers in our pretend witch slap here. Let's get all this stuff raged up here. I'm going to hit the Warden's ability as they kind of work. I thought there was a little bit more splash there, but I guess not. I thought there would also be some bombs, but I guess not. There's going to be bombs down here, watch. Nope. Okay. Well, all right, we're fine. I'm going to go ahead and freeze right here. Freeze that wizard tower, even though it just got taken out by a bowler bounce. And this is going to be a little bit better of a raid. We're going to get through here. We're going to get a lot more loot, and we're not going to fail, most importantly. I still can't believe I failed that one. So we'll have to do one more after this. Not the end of the world. Not a big deal. We need loot anyways on this account. I just realized I also don't have the tornado trap on this account. So that's one thing we'll buy here towards the end of the video. Once we get there, is we'll get that tornado trap and get that placed on the base. Because that thing's pretty disgusting in the most positive way ever, right? We need a little bit of defensive balance for the OP offense right now. Offense is crazy OP right now. If you don't believe that, I don't think you're paying attention to what's going on in the game, because bats are running over everything. Although bats are probably going to get nerfed. I think there was a Supercell forum post that said another round of balancing would probably come for the bats. And honestly, I feel like slammers probably should too. I know people hate me even saying that, but just the truth, guys. This stuff is OP right now. I don't know if base building will catch up to it, but it's whatever. I guess I should stop spewing at the mouth. So we'll go ahead and we'll 3-star this base and trigger all the people that don't want bats to be nerfed. We'll be back. We'll hit our last raid. That's a huge one, and we'll get our nice lovely bonuses. Alrighty, guys, let's go ahead and finish up on this base right here. We got the wall breakers again because we don't have a wrecker. My CB account, which I'm actually donating from, the whatchamacallit, is down. The workshop, didn't think for a second. The workshop is down, so don't have access to slammers as Big Rock is over in Madram events for an event war, but it's all good. All right, let's get this going. Oh, that gold collector, gold mine. I don't even know what I'm saying. That gold mine could be a problem for a funnel along with that cannon, but it looks like we're gonna be good. Let's go ahead and heal right up through here with the king and queen. And that's all nice. We need that. Okay, wizard tower goes down there. Just keeping an eye on all this stuff right up the center. Doesn't appear we need a freeze or a warden or anything. Warden's ability. Get another rage going up. Let's go ahead and pop that warden's ability there. Queen's ability. And then we'll freeze that wizard tower right there. Just try to get through it. Where's our king? Our king's beating on a wall. That's fun. But we're going to get through here. We're going to get most of the loot. All the loot was on the outside of this one because it's a dead base. But that still works out for us. We'll still get through here. Queen. Look at our queen, guys. Beating on a wall up there. But no big deal. We got plenty of troops to get through. All we have is that wizard tower and cannon left. And we have our king. We'll go ahead and mash his ability. And that's going to finish off our event, which will help us out. We'll start to, get some upgrades going. We'll get, I think we're going to go ahead and buy that tornado trap. That way we can have that on the base because that thing is always fun. And I just need to play this account more. I'm starting to stream more, so we'll probably play this one on stream tonight. If you guys come out to the stream around 8:30 p.m. Eastern time or so. So let's go ahead and get that. And there we go. 2 times hero potions. And let's go in here. Traps. And we'll buy our tornado trap. We'll throw that bad boy. Let's throw it right here. Look at this. The base is a little bit more organized. Oh, that's somewhat lovely, right? All right. As far as upgrades go, I don't know. I guess we can get that dark elixir drill up, but I feel like it's more important to save some of the elixir that we have. Let's upgrade these little tiny traps. Did we get anything in our treasury? I'm actually going to move this. I like having my clan castle kind of down here so I can access it a little bit easier. We did have a little bit in our treasury. That way we can upgrade. So a little bit more. We'll upgrade that Seeking Air Mine. And I think that's going to be all for where we're at. We could do that, whatchamacallit, but I'm not going to. The drill. We also need to do our Dark Spell Factory to unlock our bats, but I'm not in a rush with that one. So that's a good stopping point for today. We will grind on it. We'll keep working on this account. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a great day. Keep on Clash Bashing.